In our second session on personal finance, let us suppose that after spending 1 year, your first year in De La Salle Binil, you were able to accumulate your cash cushion of 12,000 pesos. If you recall, your allowance is at 200 pesos a day, so that translates into 4,000 pesos a month, and you decide to set aside 50 pesos a day. That's equivalent to 1,000 pesos a month. This is your savings rate. Therefore, after 12 months, you would be able to accumulate 12,000 pesos. So, with your cash cushion, you decide to set another goal. This time, you say to yourself, during my second year up to the year I graduate, I would like to generate an income stream through the other 4 quadrants, no? Being an E, an S, a B, and an I. Now, even if you're not yet a graduate, it is possible for you to become an E on a part-time basis. Like, you could probably be a tutor for kids. You could probably do encoding jobs. If you're good in programming, maybe you can be contracted to do some programming projects or even website development. So there are a lot of very interesting part-time jobs that are available. Even here in school, you could be a student assistant. I believe the rate is now at 46 pesos per hour. You could get involved in a fast food joint like Jollibee, McDonald's, Chowking, and so on and so forth. So, going back to your savings rate, at 1,000 pesos a month, after 5 months, you would be able to accumulate a capital of 5,000 pesos. Now, with 5,000 pesos, it's still a bit too small to invest in big business and our regular investment vehicles. So probably, if you want to invest this, you could invest this in a small business. Now, here are some small business options. One is being involved in buy and sell. Second is direct selling. Third is getting involved in MLM. Take note, not a pyramid scam. And fourth, being a finder, which is what your OrgaCom project is all about. Okay? Let's start first with buy and sell. You can, for example, buy and sell cell phones. Just find a supplier, a good supplier of cell phones. You could probably buy a cell phone at 5,000 pesos and sell it at 6,000 pesos. If you do that, you have a profit of 1K, which is 20% returns. We talked about returns in the previous whiteboard session, so this is not bad. This is good enough. Or if you are fond of making things, like baking in particular, you can bake some brownies. Let's say your cost per box is at 100 pesos, and you sell it at 200 pesos. Therefore, you get a profit of 100 pesos, which is 100% return. So you just go through this buy and sell cycle until you generate enough capital that you can invest in big business or I. And we're going to talk about that later on. Now, if you are good in baking, but you're not good in selling and you're afraid to reach out to people, what can you do? Well, you can get involved in a direct selling company or an MLM company. The beautiful thing about direct selling and MLM companies is that you have an organization. There are people who are willing to train you for free as long as you buy their products and you join their organization. At 5,000 pesos, there are several direct selling organizations that can already allow you to join. They could already give you some sample products. Of course, there are some direct selling and MLM groups that have a joining fee that is higher, sometimes as high as 10, 15, or 20,000 pesos. So steer clear of those particular groups and focus on those that have joining fees that are 5,000 pesos below. Another way in which you can get involved in small business is by being a finder. Here, sometimes you don't even have to use your 5,000 pesos at all, as we will discuss later on in your OrgaCom project. Just try to focus on big ticket items like real estate or items that are very, very valuable because of their high volume and because of their quality, because of their high price.